In the heart of a bustling city, where the noise of ambition and dreams filled the air, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was like any other individual striving to make his mark in the world, yet he found himself constantly grappling with doubts and insecurities. Despite his best efforts, Ethan felt like he was wandering aimlessly, unsure of his purpose or direction in life. One crisp autumn morning, Ethan decided to take a stroll through the city park, hoping to find solace amidst the tranquility of nature. As he wandered along the winding paths, his mind buzzing with thoughts, he stumbled upon an old, weathered bench nestled beneath a sprawling oak tree. It seemed to beckon to him, promising respite from the chaos of his mind. With a sigh, Ethan settled onto the bench, allowing the cool breeze to wash over him. In that moment of stillness, he closed his eyes and let his thoughts drift away. It was then that he heard a soft voice beside him. "Beautiful day, isn't it?" the voice said. Startled, Ethan opened his eyes to find an elderly gentleman sitting beside him, a warm smile gracing his weathered features. "Yes, it is," Ethan replied, returning the smile. The old man nodded, his eyes twinkling with a hint of mischief. "You seem troubled, young man. Care to share your burdens with an old stranger?" Ethan hesitated for a moment, but something about the old man's presence put him at ease. With a sigh, he began to pour out his heart, recounting his struggles and doubts, his fears of never finding his place in the world. The old man listened patiently, his expression one of understanding. When Ethan finally fell silent, the old man spoke, his voice soft but filled with wisdom. "Finding your strength isn't always easy, young one," he said. "But it lies within you, waiting to be discovered. You just need to have faith in yourself and embrace who you are." Ethan frowned, his doubts resurfacing. "But how do I do that? How do I find my strength when I don't even know where to begin?" The old man chuckled, a sound like the rustling of leaves in the wind. "Ah, that is the journey, my dear boy. The journey of self-discovery. It begins with looking inward, with quieting the noise of the world and listening to the whispers of your heart." With those words, the old man rose from the bench, his movement slow but purposeful. "Remember, young one," he said, his gaze meeting Ethan's. "You are stronger than you realize. All it takes is a little courage to unleash that strength and embrace the greatness within you." And with a nod and a gentle smile, the old man walked away, leaving Ethan alone with his thoughts once more. For days afterward, Ethan couldn't shake the encounter from his mind. The old man's words echoed in his thoughts, nudging him to delve deeper into his own soul in search of the answers he sought. And so, he began a journey of self-discovery, one filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, but always guided by the belief that he was capable of more than he ever imagined. Along the way, Ethan encountered challenges that tested his resolve and setbacks that threatened to derail his progress. But with each obstacle he faced, he found himself growing stronger, more resilient. He discovered talents he never knew he possessed and passions he never knew existed within him. As he ventured further along his path, Ethan crossed paths with others who, like him, were on their own quests for strength and purpose. Together, they formed a community bound by a shared desire to grow and evolve, supporting each other through the trials and triumphs of their journeys. Through it all, Ethan never lost sight of the old man's words, his faith in himself growing stronger with each passing day. And in the quiet moments of reflection, he began to see glimpses of the person he was meant to be, the person he had always been deep down inside. One day, as Ethan stood atop a mountain peak, the wind whipping through his hair and the sun warm upon his face, he realized that he had finally found his strength. It wasn't a tangible thing, something he could hold in his hands or measure in numbers. No, his strength was something far more profound. It was the unwavering belief in himself, the courage to face his fears, and the determination to never give up, no matter how daunting the journey. With a heart full of gratitude and a newfound sense of purpose, Ethan looked out at the vast expanse before him, ready to embrace whatever challenges lay ahead. For he knew that no matter what trials may come, he had found his strength, and with it, the power to create the life he had always dreamed of. And as he stood there, surrounded by the beauty of the world and the endless possibilities it held, Ethan smiled, knowing that his journey was only just beginning. For in finding his strength, he had discovered the greatest gift of all, the gift of realizing his true potential and living life to the fullest, one moment at a time.